everyone. So now we're at the point where we're going to be talking about whole steps, half steps, and enharmonic notes. The thing to keep in mind is that the keyboard has some half steps that are kind of hidden. They are between E and F because there are two white keys in a row. And they also are between B and C because there are two white keys in a row. Otherwise, finding half steps just has to go from either going from a black key to a white key or a white key to a black key. Okay, so here's a half step above D from white to black. If we're on C sharp, then a half step below is from black to white. But if we're on E, which doesn't have a black key, a half step is F. And a half step below B, above B, is C. So when we are on those white keys, then we have two different names for them. The first enharmonics, though, are just to learn your basic black key two names. Okay, so there's C sharp, and we can also call it D flat. There's D sharp, we can also call it E flat. There's F sharp, we can also call it G flat. G sharp, we can also call it A flat. A sharp, we can also call it B flat. Okay, so the black keys all have two names. Only 4 of them have two names that are white. Okay, and they're the ones that don't have a black key in between them. So between E and F, okay, and between B and C. So what we do is we just look at those notes as the relationship that they are to the other one. So this can be an E, right? It is an E, but it can also be called an F flat. This is an F, but it's a half step above E, so we can also call it E sharp. This is a B, which is how we know it, right? But we can also call it C flat because it's a half step below. This is a C, we can also call it B sharp because it's half step above B. So the main thing when you are figuring out whole steps and half steps is just getting used to counting the number of half steps in order to find a whole. So if I need to find a whole step above C, I go to the next black key, 1, 2, so it's going to be D. If I need to find a whole step above E, I have to do 1, 2. So actually, a whole step above E is F sharp. Okay, so in your book you have a little keyboard, and you'll learn how, in class we'll be going over this, but you'll learn how to identify what a whole step is and what a half step is.